Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up a little.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, ETN once more. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's taken it around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The Browns at 13-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And just a yard to go here on second down. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's ETN to about the 48-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence letting one fly deep for Cooper. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, yeah, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! Christian Kirk with career touchdown number 70. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that
he's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Etienne up the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Lawrence. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Lawrence looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff to Chandler. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
From
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Jaguars. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Watson off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense Giants on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Running out of the gun with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 24 yards. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Throwing now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Browns extend their fourth-quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 47 yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, back. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, Halo. Hey, shoot.
Now Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll get that underneath ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence going to throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can do.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. On first down, Watson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.